We're not from any. This world is. You can't understand that you need to get out of it. You cannot understand, you need to get out of it. I made a long analogy a couple of years ago right here. I said the way we behave right now is like we wake up in a house. We are waking in a house because a fire started. The fire started and you woke up because you could smell some smoke. You woke up and you're trying to come down to look at your babies and to make sure the gas cooker ain't causing the problem. But just before you climb down the stairs, the firemen, they meet you right there. Oh, it's all right now. It was a little fire started, and we've put it out. We just put it out right now. So go back to sleep. And you're like, oh, yeah? Oh, okay. Oh, thanks. Oh. And you lumber back to bed.
Wait, this sounds amazing. This sounds great. What's wrong with this? There was a problem in your house. Someone came, someone sorted it out.
And you're the owner of the house, right?
It's not that easy like that.
Maybe.
Now listen to this. You're the owner of the house. Right. But somebody else...
Now we're in fantasy world. A young person owning a house.
It is a fantasy world.
No, I don't believe it.
It is a fantasy world. That's what we're trying to show you.
Okay.
The game is fantasy. Now look, you return to bed. You return to bed. But it's your house.
I wish.
But somebody else said, don't check. Just go back to bed. So you went back to bed.
This is like a story of...
Another hour passed. Now the fire, you can smell it now. Thicker. You see the smoke. You said, boy, I shouldn't be sleeping. This is real. You get up again, put everything on, run down. Just before you get to the door, they meet you again. It's all right. You know we told you the fire went out. We made a mistake. But this time, we've really done what? We've really put it out. And she can see the hose with the water. And they tell her, go back to bed. And she still went back to bed. She still bloody went back to bed. Then the next time the fire break out, she couldn't even get out of bed. She could not get out of bed. It was too late, consuming. That's what our Creator says. He says it's the time to do what? Get out.
You understand it? Of course. Could you translate? Because I don't.
Some people are dancing, right? But some people can't hear the music, so they won't know that they will think they're crazy.
Ah, yes. Yes, misquoting Nietzsche. Very, very strong. Very strong. You haven't even read Nietzsche, have you? Who's misquoting who? This man is misquoting Nietzsche. Okay, Nietzsche.
You know that we are from Nietzsche?
No, I don't know. They know me. I don't know no philosophers. I don't know no philosophers. They know me. If they haven't known me, they need to what? They need to know. We're not from any philosopher, are we? The philosopher's stone. Our Creator said the stone that the builder refused, we could become the head cornerstone. Now the point is, if you do not know who the players are,
There is no life is meaningless.
You can't know what the game is. And right now, you need to know who the players are and get out. Because every year,
Don't hate the player, hate the game.
every year, listen to this, every year, there is more disasters in the world.
True.
Hear this, please, I beg you. Anybody got data? Let's have a look.
Read Stephen Pinker's
Now, every year there's more natural disasters.
It's not true.
Every year there's more violence. Every year there's more theft.
It's not true.
Every year there's more divorce. And there's more marriages. Every year there's more diseases. Even though there's more doctors. Every year there's more doctors, but every year diseases increase. Every year wisdom increases, but so does foolishness.
He's talking about in Africa.
Now, excuse me? Why are you running now? You're a disease, aren't you? That's why you're running. You're a disease, that's why you're running from the camera. If you're not a disease, you wait. Are you a disease? You look like one. Anyway, look at this now. Hear this now. It's a serious case. Every year, the things we've been told are going to get better are getting worse. Now look in America right now. This world is. You can't understand that you need to get out of it. You cannot understand, you need to get out of it. I made a long analogy a couple of years ago right here. I said the way we behave right now is like we wake up in the house, we are waking in the house because the fire started. The fire started and you woke up because you could smell some smoke. You woke up and you're trying to come down to look at your babies and to make sure the gas cooker ain't causing the problem. But just before you climb down the stairs, the firemen, they meet you right there. Oh, it's all right now. It was a little fire started and we've put it out. We just put it out right now. So go back to sleep. And you're like, oh, yeah? Oh, okay. Oh, thanks. Oh. And you lumber back to bed.
Wait, this sounds amazing. This sounds great. What's wrong with this? There was a problem in your house. Someone came, someone sorted it out.
And you're the owner of the house, right?
It's not that easy like that.
Maybe.
Now listen to this. You're the owner of the house. But somebody else...
Now we're in fantasy world. A young person owning a house.
It is a fantasy world.
No, I don't believe that.
It is a fantasy world. That's what we're trying to show you.
Okay.
The game is fantasy. Now look, you return to bed. You return to bed. But it's your house. But somebody else said, don't check. Just go back to bed. So you went back to bed.
This is the story of
Another hour passed. Now the fire, you can smell it now. Ticker. You see the smoke. You said, boy, I shouldn't be sleeping. This is real. You get up again, put everything on, run down. Just before you get to the door, they meet you again. It's all right. You know we told you the fire went out. We made a mistake. But this time, we've really done what? We've really put it out. And she can see the hose with the water. And they tell her, go back to bed. And she still went back to bed. She still bloody went back to bed. Then the next time the fire broke out, she couldn't even get out of bed. She could not get out of bed. It was too late, consuming. That's what our Creator says. He says it's the time to do what? Get out.
Do you understand? Of course. Could you translate? Because I don't.
Some people are dancing, right? But some people can't hear the music, so they won't know that they don't think they're crazy.
Yes, he's quoting Nietzsche. Very, very strong. Very strong. Yes. You haven't even read Nietzsche, have you?
Who's misquoting who?
This man is misquoting Nietzsche.
Okay.
Nietzsche.
You know the philosopher Nietzsche?
No, I don't know. They know me.
You haven't read
I don't know no philosophers.
I don't know, maybe.
I don't know no
This guy has,
philosophers.
it's lost on him.
They know me. If they haven't known me, they need to what? They need to know. We're not from any philosopher, are we? The philosopher's stone. Our Creator said the stone that the builder refused, we could become the head cornerstone. Now the point is, if you do not know who the players are,
There is no life is meaningless. You should seek.
you can know what the game is. And right now, you need to know who the players are and get out. Because every year,
Don't hate the player, hate the game.
every year, listen to this, every year there is more disasters in the world.
True.
Hear this, please, I beg you. Anybody got data? Let's have it. Let's have a look.
Read Stephen Pinker's
Now,
Rangers Are Amazing.
every year there's more natural disasters.
It's not true.
Every year there's more violence. Every year there's more theft.
It's not true.
Every year there's more divorce.
Read Stephen
And there's
Pinker's
more
Better
marriages.
Rangers Are Amazing.
Every year there's more diseases.
Not true.
Even though there's more doctors.
Polio.
Africa, yes.
Every year there's more doctors, but every year diseases increase. Every year wisdom increases, but so does
He's
foolishness.
talking to the one in Africa.
Now,
Yeah, happening in Africa.
excuse me? Why are you running now? You're a disease, aren't you? That's why you're running. You're a disease, that's why you're running from the camera. If you're not a disease, you'll wait. Are you a disease? You look like one. Anyway, look at this now. Hear this now. It's a serious thing. Every year, the things we've been told are going to get better are getting worse. Now look in America right now. They've chosen a comedian to lead the country. He's not a comedian. So you can't see the game.
You bloody wish he was a comedian.
Can you not see the game? You have to choose between a liar and a woman gropler. You have to choose between a sexual predator and a liar. Everybody knows Hillary Clinton is a liar. They make sure we understand she's a liar. They make sure we understand that. Then they put her up against a sexual predator and ask you to choose between the two. And you still chose one.
You have to choose. This is the only choice.
Excuse me?
This is the only choice for any other candidate.
You see that as the only choice. All right, let's put this. You're in the middle. You're in the middle of a jungle. There's a raging elephant on your right and a roaring lion on your left. And you say there's only those two choices for you. Brother,
The only choice.
brother, do me a favor. Let's start again. A roaring lion on your left, he will hit you. And a raging elephant, he won't crush you. They're both on your sides.
Have to run away.
Oh! You have to run. I thought you said there's only two choices. Why you don't accept the elephant to eat you? Or the lion to punch you out?
You got those the wrong way around, mate.
I did intentionally. Because I'm trying to wake you up. I see you dozing
Wake up.
You don't know what it is because you were born into it, right? At the age of 25, when they now open a window to the outside world, you'll be surprised that, damn, I thought this was it. This is a prison planet. Did you not know that?
No, I didn't.
James, you of all people. James, you of all people.
So what about this planet makes it a prison?
I'm going to tell you. Let me take 7 deep breaths first. I don't have a drink. If anyone's so kind as a brother or sister to me, if you can, please get me a hot drink. I beg you, I'm thirsty. And my brain is like, it needs water. Now, what makes this a planet prison, or prison planet, is this. We are constrained. A couple of continents. Australia, Africa, Europe, America, yeah?
You accept continents.
Let's not do that for now, yeah? And in them continents, you have what you call countries, okay? And in those countries, you have peoples and clans and tribes and tongues all lined up. But let's squeeze it down. Let's crystallize the thing a little bit for your understanding, yeah? It's like a huge house.
I was with you on the countries, don't worry.
A huge house. No, let's call it a laboratory. A laboratory facility. So huge. It's like Buckingham Palace. And it's just a laboratory. In one section, in wing A, they're only experimenting on mice. In wing B, they're experimenting on rabbits. And those two people never meet each other. Mice and rabbits. They don't know each other exist. Yeah? For the rabbits, they have different experimental laws on them. For the mice, they have different experimental laws on them. And so on and so forth. For cockroaches like yourself, They have all different, what you call them, experimental manifestos for them. You as a cockroach, you understand that, right? As a roach.
Last time I checked, I wasn't a cockroach.
Sorry, I'm the wrong person. Sorry, I meant roach, not the cock one. You ain't cocky enough. Yeah. But anyway, moving on. In each section of the building,
You're getting a little bit distracted. We were talking about prison planets.
this is what we're saying.
Oh, okay. You're talking about laboratories, or
That's a prison.
no? That's a laboratory.
What it means is that
He knows. He's an intelligent. He knows. Don't waste your breath. Don't waste your breath with him.
you're enslaved to the system.
Enslaved to the system. Which
Well,
system?
come on, let me do this, bro. Uncle
On everyone, that's what it's doing.
knows that.
And who's it- and who-
Look,
and
this
who-
guy is too easy. He knows what you're saying. He's trying to pretend he don't.
And is it the rectory?
That's why I call him a roach.
Wait, what?
Because he's roaching about. But hold on. You
Roaching
still
about isn't a
hold
verb.
on.
You can't
hold on.
roach about. There's no.
At least you're better than a slithering snake. You don't slither around. But listen this. In each section of the laboratory, which the world is, they're trying different things. From those different things, they're able to conclude how far they can push humanity. And let me give you classic examples, because I know if you ain't hearing it like this, you probably don't believe it.
Fluoride in the water.
No, I most certainly don't believe it.
Fluoride in the
Brother,
water. It's part of the
lessons to you.
dispersal.
Yeah? So how it goes is this. Listen up, how it goes is this. In North Korea, let's move on. In North Korea, they have a system of human deprivation there, which the whole world right now is looking at and pretending ain't happening.
How can they be looking at it and pretending?
They don't want to do anything about it. And if they don't do anything, then there's no will.
But if we intervene, then we're imperialist bastards. So it's one of those things where you can't win. With people like this, you can't win because either you're an imperialist bastard because you did something, or you're a know-nothing wet liberal because you're doing it. Either you've got Aleppo or you've got Baghdad, basically. Our leaders are stuck between a rock and a hard place. Where the public,
Hold on,
the public will
hold
not-
on, James,
the public
James,
will not accept,
James,
they will not accept a reaction. They will not accept no reaction at all.
James.
They're asked to be impossible.
James,
My name isn't James.
James. Excuse me, James. See what he's done? See what we're conditioned to do? He said our leaders are stuck between a what? A rock and a hard place. Is it our leaders who are stuck there?
Yes.
Hold on. Think.
You asked me a question, I answered it.
It's we who's stuck there.
No, it's not. We demand the impossible.
not
We
going
want
to fight.
North American taxes,
They're not going to
Canadian
fight.
healthcare. We want a government that solves international problems without intervening.
You know what this guy is?
We want the impossible.
I know I'm disrupting
And
his
then when they
thought.
don't happen, we cry and we moan and we kick up a fuss and we sign a
Who's
petition.
the we? Who's the we crying in the morning and
The
kicking?
general public. The general public.
And who's that?
I mean, do you want their names?
No, I just, but we'll leave it there. James, guess what? James is a globalist. James is a globalist. The worst type of human you can find.
Yeah, you're a protectionist.
A roach. He's not a slithering snake, because at least he speaks what he wants to say. But he's a roach. And nobody needs to kill a roach. They just get stepped on anyway. Because they always roaching around under people's things, isn't it? Either it's the pot,
You're right.
or the cupboard,
Globalism has
or the mattress, and they get squashed.
No, I can go to literally any city in the world and get a Starbucks, and everywhere people accept it. They start saying no, but then they accept it, and they want the Starbucks, and they want the McDonald's, and they want the wealth, and they want the healthcare, and they want the vaccines, because ultimately it makes their lives better. So globalism has won, basically. Globalism is finished, and there's very little.
You're a globalist.
You're a globalist.
No.
Where's your coat from? Where's your hat from? Where's your whole life manufactured? It's China and the Far East. You are a globalist. You just won't own up to it. You're willing to drink the wine of globalism, but then you say, no, I don't want it. You've drunk half the bottle, and then you say, I don't want it, send it back, and you want your money back. But no, you're indicted by the system. You're as bad as everyone else.
Oh.
Where's your camera bill? Where's your box? Where's this made? Where's your stand made? You're willing to drink the wine, now you have to pay for it.
James, you're a...
Speechless. For the
You're
first time ever.
no, you're speechless. The only time I'm speechless is when I don't want to say anything.
You've got it.
We're not speechless, James. There's a time and a season for everything. There's a time for me to shut up, and listen to James.
In 2017, you know.
Now listen, James, listen. I would like agree with some of the things you're saying. If you started from the start, you just started from where the people are complaining. You didn't start from the fact that the people who you say have a leader are at first being led. Now, the sheep complain if everything's all right. Now you elect a leader for the sheep, and the leader is leading them astray. And you say the sheep want this, want that. Of course they should want this, want that. If the sheep were left in their natural state and environment, do they even need a leader? He don't hear me, does he? Because he's stuck with his own thing in his head.
I'm not sure what it's got to do with anything.
I will explain to you. The sheep are the sheeple of the world right now. The sheep is we. We the followers, yeah. And it's a real thing. We are sheep. It's a spiritual thing and it's a real thing. We are sheep, period.
No, we're not.
Now listen, let me just move on. We're sheeple.
You might be.
Well, anyway, let's move on and check. We'll check. We're gonna check, right? We're gonna check. In a family, before the child comes to the world to ask for anything, the child must have two things in place. What are those things?
An egg and seaweed, I'm guessing.
Ah, well, yeah. On a level we can all observe. The child must have a mama and a dada. Right? Before the child comes to ask for anything. Now, yeah, it's one-on-one, right? So the child comes and the parents misbehaving. And then you say child is crying. What do you want him to do? He has to cry. Yeah, and those two people represent the leaders for him.
But that's not the problem.
Now listen to this.
We're not criticising our government because they won't give us food. We're criticising our government because they're not doing the impossible. Because what we want is we want the NHS to be the best in the world.
Brother, let's not waste time. Brother.
We want social care to be the best.
Brother James. Brother James. Anyway.
We want a great prison system that deters people, but doesn't hurt anyone. We want the impossible. It's not too much to ask for law and order, but we have law and order.
You see how James
it's not too much to ask for healthcare, but we have healthcare.
You see how James
want the impossible. You're not doing it.
Guys, no, I'm listening. It's just that we've heard it all before. Listen, what James is basically doing, he's writing a new manifesto for you. He's saying things that you need to buy into again.
Speaking, it's fantastic.
Now hold on. What you're saying is what politicians say, right? He's saying what politicians say.
If you want a theocracy, he wants a democracy. That's the difference.
Democracy. No, I like democracy.
But hear what's going on. Let's look at how our leaders are. Yeah?
Who are our leaders?
Now, just we'll go there in a different section.
Before we look at them, we need to know who we're talking about, correct?
You know, we didn't even identify that before now.
We should talk about who we're talking about, right? Are we talking about Theresa May, or are we talking
No,
about
something's gonna. I mentioned it before you got here.
What do you think of the roster?
Oh, bro, don't divert this thing. We're on a track. You know, I always answer that. I don't want to divert this thing before we go somewhere else. But listen to this. Our leaders, have you ever thought that they really do not care about us, or you just think they just care about us? Because there's two ways to look at your leader. You can come to the world already believing that they care about me. These people care. They care. Instead of looking at them with suspicion, like, do these people actually care? We're going to answer it. We're going to answer it. Just hold on 1 second. No, we have answers for all things. But listen. But listen this. I beg you listen again. You're trying to speed the thing up.
We don't know who we're talking
about. And I really don't mind.
We don't know who we're talking
about. It's just we're going to go there.
I think it should come first. It's a logical progression.
Well, you weren't here when I started my logical progression. I have to rewind for you right now. Anyway, our leaders is this. We'll just write it because it's you know, it's a very specific question he asked, and I like to be as specific as we can.
That's not very specific.
That's very specific. That's our leader right now, globally. Globally, that's the leader. Okay? This is the leader globally.
What are you talking about?
I think I get what spiritually.
All right?
Spiritually.
That's the leader. Now,
Why do you try and help him out? Why do you...
now listen.
I bring a bit of sanity into
Uncle, there's no apologies for what we've written. Now, under Satan, you have
Can you rearrange that? Can Santa be our leader?
that.
Would you say leader or troublemaker?
Under our leaders, you have countries.
That's not how you spell it.
Oh, did I make a mistake? Yeah. Countries. Yeah? All right. Under the leader, you have countries. Then the countries, they invoke a satanic article called
Keeping us in suspense.
Sorry about it. I was in suspense when I was learning. I don't see why you can't suffer the same way. Especially roaches. Our leaders of our countries then instituted a satanic article called the United Nations.
He thinks they're going to have a fascist war.
Are you watching this right now?
I mean, it's honestly bollocks.
Yeah?
Even you think this is nonsense, right?
Hey, just hear me out. It's not an
I
argument.
don't think we have to. I mean, you're talking...
James.
You might be making stuff up. I'm not sure you're having a joke or not.
No, we live in this world. Everyone knows what I've written is actually existing.
You sound like Trump. I know it. She knows it. Everybody knows
come on,
it.
don't flatter yourself.
Nobody here. No,
Everybody knows.
Everybody knows that Satan runs the world. Because
James.
it's obviously not.
No.
I will personally census people as they walk past and ask them, who do you think's the leader of the United Kingdom?
James,
Yes.
don't argue with that thing. Let's just explain first, yeah? I think we'll be doing ourselves a favor to explain first.
I don't think we need
Everybody.
to listen to you. I can see this piece of paper is demonstrable evidence that you are a madman.
That's what they say about every leader who comes with a vision.
You're not a leader coming with a vision. You're a man in a park shouting at people.
That's what they said about the Queen's family before they became royalty.
No, they didn't. They said
They
"Please
call
don't
them
kill
mad
us."
people.
You
They always like that. Only
living
brave.
proof of NHS mental health
And me
cutbacks.
can't argue with you about that. The mental health cutback ain't gonna affect
You
me.
need to take all the pills. You need to finish the whole course.
How many milligrams?
Now listen,
Is this your doctor?
James, listen to this. You're making some good sense. You're making some good sense, James. But listen to this here. Listen to this here. Satan rules the world.
No, Santa rules the world. Discuss this.
Same thing, I can show you.
Can we just move on, James? I'll let you speak. Yeah? Satan rules the world by ruling the countries. The countries then said, okay, we accept Satan, and they give him their powers, i.e. by erecting the United Nations. Now, in the United Nations, anything they now say is law for the whole world.
You don't
Now, listen up, James.
I'm going to have a word with the Queen like you, and she's not going to let you back in her park.
In most
You'll have to
of
sleep somewhere else.
in most of the countries where they have the power of the United Nations in their hands, they also have the Bible in their left hand. They have the laws of Satan in their right hand, and they have the laws of the Creator in their left hand.
And then they have
And they always tell you they're following the laws of the Creator. That it is through the laws of the Creator they founded the laws of Satan. But okay, let's just say we believe them because we're sheeple. We never see them practice the laws of the Creator. The only laws that we ever see being practiced, always in motion, is the laws of Satan. We only see the laws of Satan being practiced. I.e., they carry the Bible, which talks of peace, where they're the ones making the most weapons. The 5 ruling members of the United Nations are the biggest weapons manufacturers. I mean, what are you gonna do with weapons? Well, if you wanna defend yourself, if you want to defend yourself, like me and James here right now. James is a cockroach. I'm a chicken. If I want to eat up James, he ain't gonna come at me with a weapon made by the United Nations. He's gonna have to do something out of his own cockroachness, right? But when we create weapons, we now have an opportunity to destroy each other relentlessly, without any need. He can just stand over there and say, you know what? I just want to destroy those chicken over there.
I hate to bring you back to the point, but what's this got to do with Prison Planet?
You're the one changing the subject all the time.
No,
You've asked the question who the rulers were, and I was answering you.
But I was trying to
so
help
don't
you.
try and make me look like the bad guy here.
I was hoping he was going to be Santa.
Everybody knows that roaches are the bad guy. The chickens ain't, because nobody eats roach anyway. But now look, Satan rules the earth.
No weapons.
So that answers your question, who rules the world? If Satan wasn't the ruler of the earth, why is everything satanic?
It's not satanic.
Show me one thing that's not satanic. One.
This tree.
Right there.
And it's right here, I don't need to write it.
Everything on the earth
tree is not satanic.
That's because it's made by the Creator.
Right, you asked me one thing, I gave you one thing.
You know what we're saying? We don't argue with
the
this.
Hamilton musical. That's not satanic.
What's the Hamilton?
It's a very good musical on in Chicago, and you're written by Lin
Oh,
Manuel.
don't waste our time.
It's not satanic.
We got serious things to talk about, man. Get into it. I know you can.
This is your social worker here. She's saying you've had enough time. You have to go with her now.
My ex-social worker. She's yours now.
Wait. I know you are, but what am I? Good comeback.
I'm healed.
That's what I'm talking about.
I'm healed right now. I'm healed. Everything on earth is satanic. How do we know? How do we know something's satanic?
You told us.
We've become so satanic, we just repeating it like it don't mean nothing. It's how you know. When the first thing you see is, excuse me, I got number 2 in mind. Violence. Global violence. Global violence. That's the first sign that we're proper Satanism.
Because God never did any violence against anyone. God's a well-known peaceful creature throughout the Old Testament. He says, "Please, Canaanite, stop what you're up to."
There's a new word which I wrote into the dictionary a couple of years ago.
Just imagine you in your bedroom.
Because we're living.
In yourself.
Because we're living.
Oh, piss off!
Because we're living under Satanism.
This man's
He gets all funny. He needs an alcohol convention.
As we're soon going to show you, because we're living under Satanism, we are in what?
Sanity.
In satanity.
Satanity.
That's the new word I'm asking for them to put in the dictionary right now.
They just read your letters. This guy wants insanity.
It's a true word.
Really?
The other one,
put it in the bit.
The other one, which they lied to you, I'm gonna show you. You probably can't tell which one it is.
Did you coin Brexit? Did you come up with that word?
The first one they told you, which you accepted, was that. Insanity.
They told you that a lot, right?
You accepted that we're insane.
You've got a certificate, so you
But once you accept that you're insane, you need to ask, why am I insane?
Because you've been insane.
You're insane because you're practicing what?
No,
you're practicing insanity.
You're insane because the NHS sanctioned you under the Mental Health Act.
So when we are living in a world where violence has become a game, right now, violence is the biggest entertainment on the face of the earth.
Rugby is a fantastic sport.
Right? Violence. Children as young as 2 are taking part. Murdering people on the screen. It's called a game. Because you need to be insane to see that as a game. Right? Violence, first thing. 2, lies.
I think we're all making the mistake of taking this man far too seriously.
Lies. the second most global thing we see. Lies.
Right. Shalom family, shalom here. Let me see if you can pick up my voice. Is my voice coming through at all? Can you hear me? Can you hear me now? Please give me a number 1 if you can, please. Shalom here, shalom here. That video is run out. Just let me know if you hear me first. I don't know if I'll be able to do the video because the internet is really slow and it might just hold things down again. So even now it's like barely just getting through. But give me a number 1 if you can hear me first. Even I'm just waiting for this number 1. It's taking minutes. So sometimes I don't know what's happening live. Well, let's see how we get through this this little video here first. Okay, so I think it's buffering again. Okay, thanks family. Young Puddy, you're not hearing anything. Some people put 1 there. Oh, nothing again. Wow, I don't even know what to do with this. The sound 1. Okay. I think the thing is, the system internet connection is very the bandwidth is very small. So it's like, yeah, okay, great. So it's like really hard. So sometimes I might even speak. What I want to even try and do now is maybe I should just leave the microphone the way it is anyway. I'll leave it the way it is. I won't touch anything. So shalom to all of you. I'm actually sort of like very careful, not wanting to touch anything on the computer. And the other thing is my normal live streaming laptop that's gone to the repairs, and because of this lockdown, the repair guy hasn't even been getting back to me for more than a week now. So I'm having to use 2 new systems. Two new, not new laptops, but 2 old laptops that were already giving me problems before we had that one that's just gone to the repair. So I'm actually grateful for having kept these 2 laptops in a workable condition. So yeah, so that's the only way we're able to do this live stream. So what I'm actually used to when I'm in the UK, I can't actually do it right now. Okay, so we just kind of hopefully get by with this system. You know, I wanted us to do a little bit more, but I don't think we'll be able to do that because the lag alone won't allow me to open anything but one browser, and anything else will just slow down the whole system. So we'll pray let you just take us forward right now. So shalom to all of you, in the name of Yeshua himself, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, which is truth eternal itself, himself. I send out and send forth the greetings of the Most High and myself and my family by and large, to you, family, wherever you are right now. We are in dire times, and I'm actually quite surprised that the whole world is handling this grave situation as calmly as they can for as long as they have. I think maybe we have to remember in prayer all those who maybe have lost people and those who have lost lives, especially regarding this COVID-19. I know a lot of you have a whole lot of takes about it and on it. Is it even a real virus? Who created it, even if it's real? Is it some kind of biological weapon? Is it the work of the New World Order? And so on and so forth. For me, I've said my bit for some time still. But what I always focus on is, where is this virus gonna lead us? Where is this virus thing gonna lead us? Okay, because obviously this is not the first virus in the history of mankind. And according to the numbers being released around the world, the numbers of fatalities is only just about rivaling the numbers of fatalities during a normal time of winter's flu season, if you like. A little bit here and there. Okay, so I won't deny that there isn't something out there. Obviously there is. But we're not going to focus on that so much. What we want to focus on is, with this so-called virus going on, where are the knock-on effects going to come and bite the people? Where are the knock-on effects going to come and bite the people? If you all understand what I mean. Yeah. Fake African says, some people said it's 5G. And that's also another aspect of the whole thing. And me, I won't even go into the 5G thing right now, because for me, like I said, we don't do conspiracy theories, not because we don't believe in them. Conspiracy theory is a theory reportedly being orchestrated by people in dark places. Okay. So when we read the Bible, we also understand that Satan himself is the prince of the powers of the air. And we war not against flesh and blood, but against principalities and powers in high places. Okay, so we won't even bother trying to break down what's causing the problem on the earth. All we know for sure is the earth belongs to Satan. And Satan can do exactly whatever he wants. And that's one. Number two is, we as a people of truth, of Iye, we already understand that these things must come to pass. They must come to pass, either it be rain or either it be sun. Something must happen. Either it be winter or either it be spring. Something is going to happen on the face of the earth. That's all we know. Okay? So with that in mind, what we are trying to focus on all the time is what happens next. What happens next? Where are we headed now? So you get a lot of people around the world commenting, commentators, newscasters and so on, all telling you, like, where are we now headed? Some conspiracy theorists out there, and some precise ones, I bet, are there to drop names, like maybe Alex Jones of late, and obviously the great British what's it called, conspiracy theorist expert himself, like in David Icke. Okay, now when you put people like them together, and a whole lot more of people who actually come to the table with information, but just don't want to continue speaking out, you get a full picture of what's happening on the earth. You get confirmation of what's happening on the earth and the players at play. Okay, we're not so much interested in the players at play. We're interested in, where is this all gonna end? Are you with me, family? I can see that young Puddy there says buffering, and someone says no sound. African says no sound. Is the sound back on? Give me a number 1 for sound if it's back, please. Give me a number 1 for sound if it's back. Let me know. Let me know. Give me a number 1 for sound if the sound is back. Yeah, it's always gonna do this, and that's the painful thing right now. I wish this was a time where we could enjoy the internet flowing, but as you would all suspect, I'm in East Africa, and usually the infrastructure in Africa is always known to be slightly just behind. I've heard that in East Africa here, Uganda especially, the internet's really sound. But you can imagine what would happen when everybody's been kept at home. Everybody's been kept at home, and what else are they gonna do? They're all watching movies or doing something online. Okay, so that's eating seriously into the available data there. Okay, so I'm still getting sound problems, I guess. And now, let me have a look, see what's going on. I hope it's not the. Let me have a look. System here looks okay. Right. System here looks okay. So you got sound again now. Okay, fine. So thank you, African, for that. Thank you for that. So we are at the point. We are crossed now, especially for us who have been keeping our fingers on the pulse of world events. We partly expected all of these sort of things to happen, and that's why I remember this video, one amongst many, that we could just replay. Some of you may not have seen this video before, and some of you already seen this video. Okay, there's one or two other videos out there. One of them is called "The Final War is Gonna Be Against the Black Man." Okay, so, and I've seen one or two places where they're gonna be inwards soon, just to start putting pressure on Africa or the third world countries or the dark-skinned nations to comply with global, nuances, basically. And that's where the scary bit, if you like, starts to manifest itself. Okay, so give me a number one if you can still hear me, family. Give me a number one if you can still hear me. Give me a number one if you can still hear me, please. I know the thing is buffering so bad, and sometimes I don't know if I'm just speaking to myself here. So give me a number one if you're still there, family. Give me a number one, please. Alright. Looks like the thing's gone really slow now. Can't see anybody's chat right now. Can't see anyone's chat right now. So